Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today is going to be a little prelude video, a little unboxing, just to show you what is going to be in the next video and to get you excited for it. So this isn't going to be a build out of what I have here below, but this is going to be the unboxing where I first see this and share that excitement with you guys and kind of tell you what I've got planned for future videos. So you may be able to see this down here below. So that should give you a hint of what is going to happen. But the really big thing is going to be this. And I'm going to talk about this in a second. But I am going to first show you what the base of this build is going to be. Now, I already have one of these, but I've actually built it out custom. I've done some great stuff with it, and I really actually love it. So I saw this come out, and I ordered this from jkarmy.com. And it's going to basically allow me to convert this into something. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to convert my other one, And then I thought, you know what, no. If I build this, if I convert it and I don't like it, I'm going to be very, very annoyed. So I'm going to go and get a new base. I may end up selling this. I may end up giving it away. It all depends how this build turns out. So I was like, right, you know what? Let's go and get the base. And this is probably one of the ugliest airsoft guns out of the box that you can get, just as a heads up. I really have caught a lot of flack for buying this in the first place. I kind of posted this on one of the forums, the original one that I have, on one of the forums on Reddit saying, oh, look, this is what I'm going to do with this. And the amount of people that said, what are you doing? There's another person that's joined the SBS club. But this is the Tokyo Marui Saiga 12 SBS. It's not the K, it is the short version. So it's got the shorter barrel. It's got this fire selector, which will go to full auto as well as semi-auto, which the 12K does not have. It then also has this folding kind of like M4 style based stock on it, with this horrible thing that shouldn't really be on an AK variant, in my opinion. It also has this like A2 style pistol grip, again, which shouldn't be around at all. It should be something more like AK Russian style. It has this behemoth magazine, which may look massive, and it is, and it takes 90 rounds as opposed to the standard 45 round one. However, it is very, very big, and it's still firing 3 rounds per shot on this thing. So you're getting rid of that in what, 15 shots? 15, 30, 45. No, you're doing that in total of 30 shots, sorry. So with 30 shots, that's really bad math. So with 30 shots, you are getting rid of this. So it's basically like a regular M4 mag in terms of its capacity. Shot-wise, it's obviously putting out 90 rounds, so it's 3 per time. But I absolutely love this thing, and I've done some stuff recently. I couldn't find an actual place that sells a foregrip for this anywhere. So I ended up printing one that is working on the other one quite well, which is why I did not want to take it apart. But I saw JK Army on their social media, let's see if we can keep that standing there, on their social media posted something which I was like, that is probably the coolest thing I've seen, and I would love to try building that and having it. And that is what is in this box. Now, it's from a company called ITP. They've made some pretty cool stuff for the Saiga in the past, stuff that I've never really wanted to buy. I've seen one thing which is a massive drum mag for it, which I was like, it's a cool idea because it's going to massively increase the capacity, however, of gas and BBs. However, it was massive, and I don't like it when things get in the way. I in fact like it when I make things a lot more like compact, small, lighter. So I was like, no, I don't want that. I think they've done a massive flash hider for one of these, which again, I didn't really like. But when I saw this come out on their website, I was like, oh my gosh, I really want to do this. Now, it's expensive. This thing will cost like $5.99 like out of the box, and the internals and the parts are great. You can run it on an HPA adapter if you want to. You can run it on the 45 round mags or the 90 round mags. I'll play CQB with this thing, and I'll run it on the 45 round mags. They're big magazines, but they'll fit in like 303 mag pouches, so you can make it work. This, though, is going to take what this is and turn it into something called a Groza 12. Now, a Groza 12 is basically going to take this and make it hopefully a lot shorter, more compact, and is going to make it a bullpup. So it's going to take that magazine from the back, from the front, and then put it behind the trigger. And so it's quite hard, in fact, to show you guys what this is going to look like. In fact, this is a picture here of what it's going to look like. I've got an owner's manual, but that's not going to help. But this is. So that is what this thing is now going to become. So as you can see there, I mean, it's got the Saiga 12 SBS massive mag on it, which I don't think I'm going to use. But you can see here, that mag is now behind where the pistol grip is and the actual trigger. And so it basically is no longer going to have a stock. It's just going to have kind of like an L85, like, you know, the old like British military kind of style rifle. It kind of has a similar-ish kind of like look to that. So it's going to have a solid stock, which I'm hoping kind of fits me well because there's no real adjustment with it. And one thing which I think is going to either be really annoying and is going to be, I want to sell this because I don't like it, or is going to be the coolest thing ever, is that grip. Now you can see the pistol grip with that magazine, and you may be thinking, or you may not, how are you going to reload it? Because if you bend that magazine, it is going to hit the actual pistol grip. Like it's going to just bang into the back of it. Now, the reason I think this is so cool is lurking right here in this bottom, and you can see the pistol grip will turn and twist to offset itself so that you can basically twist the grip to then move the mag, to then put the mag back in, another one, and then re-engage the grip. So it's kind of like this very cool design, which really is like a fault of the actual design of the thing that it's needed. But I do think it could be really, really cool, and reloads on this thing could be one of the coolest things ever. So I'm really excited to build it, and just looking at this thing, the quality is pretty amazing. Now this basically costs the same amount as the actual replica itself, like literally the same amount. So you may think, well, that is a ridiculous thing to spend, and this is going to be very expensive, which it is. But this is the Groza kit. And I got it in this like OD green because I was like, okay, you could get it in black, tan, or OD green. I think maybe gray as well. But I just thought this is probably the coolest color to have it in. I've got a real like OD green thing happening at the moment. Like my car actually is OD green now. My indoor kit, all of it is OD green, like when I play CQB indoors. So I've just got a real like love of it. But you can see here, that is going to be where the release happens, where I'm going to take that pistol grip and turn it. It's got this rail system up here, which is going to be pretty cool. I think mainly because you can run it in multiple ways. I could remove this top Picatinny rail and just have it as iron sights, like through this top, like an M16. I can rotate this and actually have this like rail on the top. I can then also take the rail out and drop it down to have it as a lower rail, just lower. So there's like 4 different ways that I could actually use this specific rail setup to actually like mount my optic. And I'm definitely going to mount an optic on it. But as you can see here, it is very short at the front. Like this is the SBS model, and like there is no gap there between the front of where that trigger is to the actual like end of the barrel. And so I'm actually going to be printing, and I am at the moment printing a suppressor with a tracer unit in it, which is by a guy called Bastard, or sorry if it sounds rude, it's ERD at the end, but he has a model which is on 3D prints, or Cults 3D, and I'm printing that, and that base is going to stick on the end there, hopefully to give me a little bit of length so I don't stick my hand in front and shoot my hand at point blank with 3 BBs. That's the theory anyway, and then give me the option to do tracer on that. That's the plan, so we'll see how that goes. But this thing build-wise is amazing. Like it's probably better than I was expecting it. Being expensive, I was like, okay, it better be good because that's what it's going to cost. It looks like we have the end of the gas tube there, which again is just built really nicely. It's kind of like that shiny finish to it. It's got this like mag plate. So that's going to basically sit there so I can slam the mag in there before putting it in. I don't want to lose any of these parts. This is the buttstock for it. Again, like full metal. Really, really nice. Like this thing's going to have some weight to it for sure. A lot more weight than that thing is just straight away, as it is now. And then it's got this pistol grip here. And that's the stock pistol grip. which is kind of like for it. Again, it's a really nice material. I don't know, I mean, that does feel really good in the hand, but I kind of want to test out if I can switch this for like an aftermarket pistol grip. Something I haven't like actually really looked into yet, because it's kind of like early days in terms of like what I'm going to do. But that is definitely something that I want to explore. And so the next video I'm going to do with this, guys, is going to be me building it. Now, I thought of a different concept of like a build video, because I think this is going to take a long time. I think it's going to be a 45-minute to an hour. They've also given me some nice JK Army patches here as well, which will be giveaways for members. So if you want to join, become a member, definitely do that. And I'll see if I can give that away to one of our members in the next couple of weeks. So the idea that I had for this video is going to be basically a concept where I kind of do it in the live stream. I watched the build video, which ITP have made for this, and it's long. And it looks very complex, and it looks like the actual build video of them simply showing the step-by-step is like 45 minutes. And so I know that it's not going to be a quick build, and I know that I'm probably going to have to start and stop and re-watch this video multiple times, because it's not like anything else I've ever built. Like, I'm having to take a lot of the parts out of that to redo it. So I'm like, okay, let's do a long format video. But also, maybe what I'll do is I'll have this screen up here, so I'm doing the build, but on top of that, we'll have like a little bit of the screen maybe down here, and I'll be playing the video and we can kind of start and stop it, or I'll start and stop it throughout. I wanted to do it as a live stream so you guys could help me as I'm doing it, because I thought that would be really cool. However, the issues that I'm going to have is that YouTube love to take down any video that is like teching of anything that looks like a firearm. Now, this is a toy, it's not real, but they will end up being like, hey, look, he's teching a firearm, let's take down the live stream. So I could try and do it if you want me to do that. But my, I think, real issue is I don't want that to be ended and me to get a strike on the channel. So what I'm probably going to do is do a format where it's long form, it's not going to be edited. I'm going to sit down probably tonight or tomorrow morning, take this thing apart, watch the video, have it playing in the corner so you guys can see my thoughts and methods of what I'm going through. And then we're going to build this thing into what it looks like on that leaflet, the Groza 12. And I think it's going to be awesome. So I'm really excited to show you guys what it looks like. I hope you're excited to see what it looks like, but I thought today would just be kind of a cool video to give you a little insight into what this is going to be. And if you haven't subscribed and you want to subscribe, definitely do it, because that means you're going to get notified. Turn notifications on. Just that means you're going to get notified when this video goes up. Thank you guys so much for being here. If you have anything you want to like tell me about this, or any tips or tricks you think I should be doing, definitely do that as well. But I will speak to you all very soon on the next video. Goodbye.